Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Tom Spark. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about what are the top alternatives to Netflix in 2023. Now guys, if you're not living under a rock, you've probably heard about all this password sharing, monetization, drama, and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that if you live in Canada right now and a couple other regions, Netflix has made it extremely annoying to actually use Netflix. You now have to have a specific home location, and this could cause all sorts of issues for people who share accounts, people who travel, and stuff like that. So it could be a good time now to get rid of Netflix and transfer to something else, and that's actually what a lot of people are doing. That said, there are some rumors also that it could impact VPN users who use VPNs to bypass geo restrictions with Netflix as well. Now, I made a video on that topic already on my channel, and I actually think it's not going to affect VPN users too much, primarily because VPN users can, I guess, set a home location and then just use VPNs if they want, and it shouldn't be too much of an issue because it's like, at least from when I was looking at it, it looked like it was doing a check every month. But Netflix can also make that more strict, and it's kind of annoying overall to just think about what could happen and change in the future when you're paying for a service like Netflix. So this could impact people who don't account share and who do account share. So there's a lot of problems with it. So today we're going to be talking about some of my favorite alternatives to Netflix, and what are those exactly? Well, I'm going to be talking about a combination of different methods. Now on the channel here, I've actually made a good amount of videos discussing some other options outside of the traditional media kind of realms like Netflix and stuff like that. I just actually made a really cool video talking about an automated Seedbox media server. Now this is primarily going to be to download Linux ISOs and public domain content, nothing illegal. So this is a really good way to do that. The cool thing about this tutorial that I made is it pretty much makes it all in the cloud. You could use 10 gigabyte per second internet. You could store files for your media on a separate server and still access it at home, which is actually really cool. It's extremely easy to set up, and I made a 17-minute tutorial discussing this method. Not only that, but I also made a video that did really well with 52,000 views that is 23 minutes long, talking about how to make your own Windows computer into an automated media server as well. Now this method and this method are slightly different. The Windows server is going to be a little bit cheaper since you're not using external Seedbox, but you may run into issues having slow internet and storage drives on your computer. If you do want to buy an NAS or something like that to store media files, it's going to get more pricey. So this one honestly might be the better option for most people, and I think it is the cooler option, at least in my opinion. So guys, those are kind of like my two preferred methods here on the channel that I think you should take a look at. I'm not going to go into too much detail here because, like I said, there's tons of stuff to go over. I made an entire diagram here to simplify it. It's honestly very easy for anyone to do, and I made it extremely simple to check out. So if you're interested in that method, make sure to check the comments down below. I'll be putting a link for this method as well as the other method with the Windows Media Server too. So that's also something very easy to check out. Now, outside of this kind of realm here with torrenting and stuff like that, you also have some other more easy methods out there. I'm not sponsored by Apple TV or anything like that, but I do find it actually is one of the best alternatives to Netflix, primarily because of the content on there and how Apple is kind of curating or kind of curating their content. The problem with Netflix, outside of the password sharing issues, I think, is that Netflix just honestly has kind of forgotten how to curate a good platform. With Apple TV, I find it's more about the quality over quantity. Usually there's 1 or 2 or 3 good shows to watch per month, and those are pretty solid, and they kind of come out on a regular schedule. Whereas with Netflix, it's like every day 5 new shows are added, and half of them are just like Bollywood stuff. They're just inflating the content on there, so much so that it's hard to find the good stuff. That's not to say that Netflix doesn't have some good content, like the show You I really like lately, although this season has been a little bit slow to start off. But another issue with Netflix is that a lot of shows do get canceled and changed. Take The Witcher, for example. The main character is now leaving, and who knows what that show is going to end up like. Or the new Witcher TV show that has completely flopped. I find with Apple TV, usually, even if something is not quite up to my interest, like this show I don't really have that much interest in, and I kind of lost interest in Ted Lasso, but shrinking is extremely good. The So Chevrons is extremely good. I've heard really good things about this one. I love the So C. Even has good movies like Emancipation was amazing. Causeway was also a really solid film. So there's plenty of stuff to check out on Apple TV as well. This looks like it has some pretty good actors. And that's one of the things I do like about Apple TV. It kind of goes for good actors. It pays a little more. I mean, you could see that even with this one. It has Will Smith, Jennifer Lawrence, Jason Momoa, Adam Scott, and you know, stuff like even like Will Ferrell. So yeah, they go the budget. Anyways, guys, that's just a short little video I wanted to make about, you know, some people might be thinking about what are some good alternatives. Check out Apple TV if you're looking for more of a traditional method. If you're looking for something outside of that realm in terms of torrenting, Linux ISOs, and public domain content, you could go with those other methods I discussed, and I have in-depth tutorials for anyone that can do it. Even if you have no experience doing something like that, you should be able to get it done with those videos, since I made them extremely simple for anyone to understand. Anyways, guys, thanks for checking out this video, and I'll see you again very soon.